Okay, so ready for this? We're about to dive deep into something you might not expect, something that might just change how you see self-improvement. We're talking about journaling.
Journaling.
Yeah, journaling. But hold on, we're not talking about your teenage diary filled with crushes and drama, though hey, no judgment if that's still your thing.
Right, right.
We're going way beyond that today. We're going to unpack the science, the strategies, the real deal on how journaling can actually, seriously, I mean it, transform your life.
I am so ready for this. I have to admit, I have a love-hate relationship with journaling. Some days it's like magic, other days it's like pulling teeth.
Well, maybe we can unlock some of that magic today. We've got a ton of research to dig through, articles, and even a deep dive into a company called Lestallion Journals. You familiar with them?
Lestallion. Yeah, actually, I've seen their stuff online. They're all about those gorgeous journals.
Yeah, exactly. But they're not just about aesthetics. They really emphasize how the quality of your journal can seriously impact your writing and how deeply you reflect.
Okay, now that's intriguing. I've never really thought about it like that.
Yeah, it's like they believe the journal itself can be a tool for self-discovery. They're really into thick paper, specific types of binding, the whole 9 yards.
See, I'm one of those people, if the pen bleeds through, I'm done. Game over. It totally throws me off.
No, totally.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Lestallion wants to avoid. They use this super smooth, thick paper so your thoughts can flow, without those frustrating interruptions.
Okay, that makes sense. Create that nice flow. But they're big on more than just the paper, right? I've heard them talk about flat lay binding. What is that all about?
So have you ever tried to write in one of those notebooks where the spine just won't stay put?
Oh, yeah. The worst.
The worst. Flat lay binding is their solution. The journal lies completely flat when you open it, no matter which page you're on. So you can just write freely across both pages.
Oh, okay. I can see how that would make a difference. Makes it feel more like an open canvas, I guess. But, okay, let's get into the good stuff. Why is journaling actually good for you?
Right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Well, one of the biggest things all the research points to is the positive impact on mental health. There was this one study that found regular journaling significantly reduced anxiety levels in participants.
Really?
Yeah, it's like having this dedicated space to just vent, to process everything swirling around in your head.
It's true. When I actually make time for it, I do feel calmer, more centered afterwards. It's like I can make sense of those jumbled thoughts.
And that's the key, isn't it? It's not just about venting, it's about actively working through those emotions and anxieties. Like therapy you can do on your own time, in your pajamas, with a cup of tea, whatever works.
Sign me up for that. But I'm guessing the benefits go beyond just the mental health aspect.
So it's more than just letting off steam, right? It's like journaling can actively shape your emotional landscape.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, if it's not just good for mental health, what else have you found?
So get this, studies are showing some pretty amazing connections between regular journaling and things like, better sleep. There's even research suggesting it can boost your immune system.
Whoa, seriously. Okay, so we're talking mind and body benefits. That's wild.
It's pretty incredible, right? And what's even cooler is how many different ways there are to journal. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing.
That's for sure. In fact, Lestallion, the journal company we talked about, they highlight that variety a lot. They talk about like gratitude journaling, where you focus on the positive things in your life, not just, the challenges.
Yeah, gratitude journaling, it's super popular. And then there's, well, I'm sure you've heard of bullet journaling.
Oh yeah, bullet journaling. Those incredibly organized spreads people post online. Works of art, but kind of intimidating, I'll be honest. I don't really get how the system works.
It's actually pretty cool. Imagine like bullet points, symbols, you create these custom layouts, right? So you can manage to-do lists, track habits, even jot down those random thoughts.
So it's like a planner, a diary, and a vision board all in one.
Exactly. It's like that structured side of journaling, really appeals to the organizers out there.
Yeah, totally. But I like that Lestallion really emphasizes there's no one right way to do this whole journaling thing. Like, they want you to find what works for you. I saw them showing people using their journals for art, sketches, collages, all of that.
That's awesome. It's about making it your own. And I think that sense of ownership, of it being personal, that's huge if you want to make journaling a habit.
Yeah, that's actually really clever of Lestallion when you think about it.
Yeah.
They're taking something kind of old school, right? Journaling and making it feel fresh, modern, especially in this crazy digital world we're living in.
Oh, absolutely. And it's clearly striking a chord. People are craving authenticity these days. They want to slow down, unplug from all the noise, and reconnect with themselves.
It's like this yearning for a simpler time. but in a way that actually feels doable today, not about going off the grid completely. It's more like finding these little pockets of intention, self-reflection in the middle of the chaos.
I think you nailed it, finding that balance. And, Lestallion is really smart about how they frame this. Their journals are positioned as tools for self-care, for mindfulness.
It's brilliant marketing, really. They're selling a whole lifestyle, a mindset. But here's the thing. The research actually backs them up. Taking time for yourself, processing those thoughts and feelings, it's incredibly beneficial.
Totally. We could all use a little more of that these days, don't you think?
It's kind of like Lestallion is starting a movement.
Definitely. And it's catching on big time. I mean, journaling's having a real moment right now. It's not this niche thing anymore. It's everywhere. People from all walks of life are discovering how powerful it can be.
And they're not keeping it to themselves, are they? I mean, have you seen how many people are on social media sharing photos of their journals? Like those intricate bullet journal spreads, gratitude lists, the whole shebang. It's become a thing.
Oh, totally. It's like this whole online community has sprung up around journaling. Even with all its downsides, social media can actually be, well, kind of amazing for this. People connecting over the shared experience of self-reflection. It's kind of wild when you think about it.
It's like a global support group for, well, for being human, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's not just about your own personal journey with journaling anymore. It's about sharing it, getting inspiration from other people, even holding each other accountable, right?
Absolutely. And that's something Lestallion really gets, I think. That whole community aspect. They're not just selling a product. They're fostering this sense of belonging, this shared commitment to bettering yourself.
Smart, right. They've created this whole lifestyle brand around the idea of intentional living and the journal. It's like the tool, the entry point, marketing genius, but also it taps into something so much deeper, like this human need for connection, for finding meaning, for something bigger than ourselves.
Isn't that what it's all about in the end? Finding those things that light us up, help us grow, connect us to, well, to ourselves and the world around us. Journaling just might be one of those things for a lot of people.
So as we wrap up this deep dive today, we wanted to leave you with this, something to ponder. What will your journaling journey look like? Are you drawn to the structured world of bullet journaling? Maybe the simplicity of a gratitude journal. Or maybe you're going to find your own unique path, something totally new that speaks to your own personal experience.
And that's the beauty of it, right? No right or wrong answer. The important thing, the first step, is just that picking up a pen, putting pen to paper, and just see where your thoughts take you. You might be surprised by what you discover.
And hey, who knows? Maybe you'll inspire someone else to start their own journaling journey. Until next time, happy writing, and keep on seeking those moments of self-reflection.